Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new Halacha for you. It's for Tuesday, 17th day of May, 9th day of Iyar. Okay, today we're going to do probably a couple days now on the repetition of Shmoneh Esrai in Shul. You know, everybody says the Shmoneh Esrai silently, and then in Shachris and Mincha we repeat the Shmoneh Esrai. What's up with that? So originally it was clearly instituted because there were those people who weren't able to say the silent Shmoneh Esrei, and the Chazan's repetition of it was for those people to listen in, because there were people who were illiterate, and they would just listen to every word that he said, and of course answer Amen. And there is a law called Shomea Ke'ona, listening is as if you said it, and they would listen as if they had said it and answer Amen and everything. Now, most of the people attending Shul today, not always, but most, are capable of reading the Shmoneh Esrei themselves. And that being the case, you would have expected that maybe we would be doing away with the repetition of the Shmoneh Esrei, but the custom is, the Beis Yosef said this hundreds of years ago, that we just keep it in force always, and we're just not doing away with the repetition of Shmoneh Esrei. There are a lot of reasons that it should be there. In the Tur, he'll say clearly that it's at least for the repetition because we have in it the Kedusha, and we would not want to miss Kedusha. That's a chance. You can't say all those lines of Kedusha unless you have a minyan, and it happens in the repetition of the Shmoneh Esrei. The Kaf HaChaim says that it's in some ways still considered more important than the silent Shmoneh Esrei, and so we are just, it's there, it's full, and we're not doing away with it. You will even hear strong language in the Shulchan Aruch about how if people are talking during that repetition of Shmoneh Esrei, then it's a grave sin, and they should be strongly admonished. And I will tell you quickly a beautiful explanation I heard for it. When the Chazan is repeating the Shmoneh Esrei, he's kind of acting kind of like our lawyer, speaking to God on our behalf. And if all your lawyer speaks to the judge on your behalf, you're just schmoozing. It shows such a terrible disinterest in what he's trying to do for you, and that's why it's considered in halacha such a strongly wrong thing to do, to talk and walk around and do other stuff while the Chazan is repeating the Shmoneh Esrei. He's your representative to God, beseeching on behalf of all of us, and we should be the interested, of course, defendant at that time. A lot of people say, a lot of poskim say that it's appropriate to stand during the repetition of the Shmoneh Esrei. You will see people sit. Rav Belsky said that that it would be better if people would try to stand during the repetition of the Shmoneh Esrei, if possible. People who are frail and sick are allowed to sit during the repetition of the Shmoneh Esrei. Those who do have the custom to sit certainly stand at least until the Kedusha part, and then after Kedusha is over, then some people are seated. A lot of the poskim say that, like on times like Rosh Hashanah or other holidays when long paragraphs are inserted in the repetition of the Shmoneh Esrei, that at those points it would be appropriate for people in the audience to sit down. Going around collecting charity, even with the shul charity box during the repetition of the Shmoneh Esrei, seems like a good idea because you're all just standing around anyway, but it's not a good idea according to halacha, because your sole focus should be on the repetition of that Shmoneh Esrei. Those who have a second pair of tefillin and want to switch into their Rabbeinu Tam tefillin, and they also think that an opportune time is the repetition of the Shmoneh Esrei. So actually, halachically, it's not an opportune time because, again, your sole focus is supposed to be on the repetition of the Shmoneh Esrei at that time. Thanks for logging on, and log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.